So we are now in Jericho.
We are on the outskirts of Jericho. As soon, this is where mainly was considered as the place where Herod used to plant
And Palsamon?
Palsamon.
Maze Palsamon.
What is Palsamon? Palsamon is today when you go to the pharmacy in order for you to get a shampoo, it says shampoo with balsam.
Balsam.
Right?
Maze Balsam.
Balsam, it's usually something to soften the hair. But
Okay.
the Palsamon, the original plant of the Palsamon, does not exist anymore. It was known that it was the plant that was given by Herod to Octavian's girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know who's Octavian's girlfriend?
Nakon.
Who's Octavian's girlfriend?
Helen? Sorry. Cleopatra! Nakon, why I said Helen?
No, that's all.
Cleopatra.
So the Palsamon, it does not exist anymore.
But here, if we
Here, no, not even here. It does not exist anymore. But it was known that it is the plant, or it's the flower, or the blossom that was used very much by the pharaohs in order for them to do the mummification.
Yeah, they use it for the
They
mummification.
use it. It's part of the things
the
that they use in
mummification
the
process.
mummification process, yes. And here we are entering Jericho right now. See? This is a new road. I think it is. I don't know.
But the Jericho is also known as
the
pine
of palms.
palms.
Yes,
Palms.
That's right. Palms. Yes.
Why Jericho is
Why
called the city of the moon?
Because the name of Jericho comes from the ancient Canaanite word, which is Yareach.
Yareach.
Yareach in Hebrew means the moon.
Moon.
Right?
Nakon.
Yareach.
Yeah, Yareach.
Okay. Now Jericho was known to be as the city where it had the temple for the moon for the Canaanites.
The Canaanites.
That's why Jericho. That's why Jericho is considered to be as the oldest city in the world, with a documented date of more than 10,000 years old. How did they know? They know it from the pottery that they found from the Tell of Jericho. Now, the first time that we hear about the city of Jericho in the Old Testament is in the book of Joshua.
Yeah, when Joshua needs
When
to.
Joshua decided to come and conquer the city. See, it says the city. Now, when you say the city, it means it is the main city. Now, it was the only walled city, or the main walled city, or the first walled city in the world. Now, when you say the word walled, how was it walled? Walled, it has a wall.
Wall.
Walled.
Nakon.
Why was it walled? Because they used to build their houses, the back of their houses as the front of the city. So everything, all the walls, all the buildings would be stuck to each other. Okay, the back of them, it's the wall.
Is the wall.
Yes.
Wow. So even in the ancient times, in the very old times, the Jericho is considered the oldest city in the world because of all those walls that they created.
Exactly. Now, during Joshua's time, it's different. Joshua's times, it had a wall.
Yeah, they
wall
have the walls.
around it.
Nakon.
Exactly. It had a wall. It is the lowest city in the world, around 280, I think. 280 meters below sea level.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's why it's a dry place, very known for 3 major crops. It has so many crops. But
Okay.
first is dates.
Nakon.
Second, citrus fruits.
Okay.
Third, it is the bananas.
Bananas.
See? That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
The the Catholic part of the city, or the Catholic
Actually,
compound of the
in
city.
Jericho, we book the mass in the Good Shepherd.
That's the Good Shepherd.
Ah, that's the Good Shepherd.
That's the Good Shepherd.
Beseder. Now I know, you see.
Terra Santa School.
Terra Santa
Now,
School.
I don't know if it is open. Yes, it's open.
What is this?
Okay, now this is the Greek Orthodox Monastery. Now,
Hello, guys.
Hi.
So, where are we now?
the Greek Orthodox Monastery inside
Okay.
the city of Jericho,
Mm-hmm.
where it has three major things. First of all, the icon of Elisha.
Ah,
Elijah.
Ken.
American Elisha, not Elijah.
Elijah. The one that
Elisha. Yes.
The
The one
icon.
that
Mhm.
made the water as a fresh water.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it has a different meaning. You can look like there is the mother, the father, and the son.
Nakon. Correct.
Okay.
Father, mother, and the son. Nakon.
Okay. It also it has so many meanings, but mainly it is the meaning of Elisha,
Elisha.
sorry,
Mm-hmm.
making the water as a fresh water, while before it was a very, how do we call it? It's a salty water.
Fermented.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
it was very salty. Why very salty? Because it was considered that all the sins that the people of Jericho had turned the water into salty water, which means that the water was the main source of their living.
Of their living. Very nice. Hi, so now we are in the place, the real Zaccheaus tree, where Zaccheaus climbed the tree, the sycamore tree, nakon?
Sycamore.
The sycamore
Sycamore
tree.
tree.
So
Or
this is
the
where
fig tree.
fig tree.
Usually cannot come down here.
Ah,
It's very hard. Usually.
It's not allowed.
this is the real
no, it's allowed, but only
Zaccheaus
for-
Sycamore tree. You see, they put it into the glasses. Climbing the tree. This is Zaccheaus climbing the tree. So this is the place where the real Zaccheaus tree is. Guys, so now we are done visiting the real Zaccheaus tree where he climbed here in Jericho. It's amazing, the sycamore tree where he climbed. So we just saw it. It was amazing.
Mount Temptation, the monastery, 4th century AD, built exactly where the first temptation was done. Now, usually when we talk about the temptations, people just think, well, Jesus got tempted. But let's ask ourselves, how many temptations was Jesus tempted?
In the Bible, it
In the
says
Bible?
there, 3.
Three,
Nahor.
right? But he warned us from 4 temptations.
Uh-huh.
3 temptations here,
In
or
this
in the
mountain?
story of Mount Temptation,
Yeah,
or
Mount
the
Temptation.
story of fasting.
Face.
Now,
yeah.
the 4th temptation, which is the most important temptation, is sleeping.
Sleeping.
Yes,
Sleeping.
in the gardens of Gethsemane.
Yeah.
In Jerusalem.
In
He
Jerusalem.
said to them, he said to the disciples, do not fall into temptation, which he meant sleeping.
sleep.
Okay. Now let's
The
talk
3 is
about
here.
yes.
The 3.
No. 2 are here.
2 are here.
Let's talk about them.
The 2.
First one, what was it?
Bread, turn it
To turn
into a
into-
Turn
stone.
the
Man
Turn the
does
stone
not
stone
live
into bread.
into bread.
Into
Yes.
bread. Nakon.
Right?
Nakon.
So it's about what?
Food.
Man shall not live
Live
by
by
bread
bread alone,
alone.
but for everything that comes out from the
It's not
word
talking
of God.
about
Okay.
bread. It's not talking
Hungriness.
about food. It's talking about the temptation of
Temptation
the
of-
belly.
Belly.
Gluttony.
Much.
Yeah, eating too much. Gluttony.
Yes.
Okay.
In fasting,
Gluttony.
that's the number one
Yeah.
temptation.
The fasting is not the temptation. On the contrary, fasting it's a must. But
Yeah, it's a must.
do not
Gluten.
eat so much.
So much. Yeah.
That's the first temptation. Okay? And which is bread, stone
Stone,
to
turn it
bread.
into bread.
Okay? That's the first temptation. It happened inside the monastery where there is a cave where Jesus fasted for 40 days
Yeah.
and 40
40
nights.
Nights, yeah.
Okay?
The-
Fasting. See, that's what
The
most
first one.
people already forgot, which is the essential part of the Bible. Usually people, what do? Fasting from meat.
Meat.
Fasting only having vegetables.
Vegetables
Vegetable.
like Daniel
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah,
They
Daniel
do like
fast.
some Bible fasting.
Fasting means
Nothing. During Yom Kippur, I fast 24 hours, no food, no drinks.
that's the meaning
Dry
of
Of
fasting.
fasting, yeah.
Dry fasting.
That's the first temptation. Second temptation.
Second.
What is the second temptation? The second temptation is throw yourself from the walls
Yeah, and
in
the
order
angels.
for the angels to
Catch
catch
you.
Since you're calling yourself the Son,
Son
of
of
God.
God.
Son of God.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's the temptation of faith.
Oh, faith. So I got it.
That's faith.
That's faith.
Why
Nako.
faith? Because Jesus knew that he can throw himself and the angels
The angel
will
will
catch.
catch him.
But
Yeah.
no need to tempt me in my faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that happened in Jerusalem, not here.
Yeah.
That's why we say two temptations in Jericho. And the third one is kneel in front of me and I will,
I will
give you
the
kingdom.
Yeah.
The kingdom, just
of
worship
Yeah.
me.
which kingdom? Not the
World.
kingdom of the world.
Of the,
The kingdom
world,
of the world.
yeah.
Not the upper
the heaven, the,
The
upper
upper kingdom
one.
is for Jesus.
Yes, that's why Satan. That's why what we call it the kingdom of power, or as we call it today, the green paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct. Nako.
So those are the three temptations. Two temptations happened here. First one inside the monastery. Second one on top of the mountain.
That one? The,
Yes.
the top
Yeah.
one?
top,
of
top,
that?
top one. Now, what is the top one over there? Now, that's the base of one of Herod's fortresses. We know Herod had
Herod-
7 fortresses.
Yeah.
Fortress.
Nakon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Masada.
Orcania,
Herodian. Nakon.
exactly,
Eh,
Antipas.
Antipas.
All of them are in the Judean
In
desert.
Judean desert.
There is the Macarius, the one in Jordan.
I haven't
where-
Jordan.
been.
Yeah,
the
Jordan.
one where John the Baptist was beheaded.
That's beheaded.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Macarius.
And the only one that is mentioned in the Bible is this one, Dagon.
Dagon.
Dagona.
Yes, it's
But
the only fortress that is mentioned in the Bible, in the Gospel of Matthew, which is Dagon.
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 What does Dagon mean? Mainly wheat.
Greek.
Wheat.
Yes,
Okay.
Dagon.
Uh-huh.
Or the store of wheat.
But why is called wheat?
Dagon.
Is there a wheat over there?
No, but Herod has his own imagination.
Oh,
Always he had his
Herodian
thoughts.
desert.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he was a mighty builder.
He was
He
a
was a
mighty
very
builder,
mighty
but
builder.
He was a mighty...
Crazy.
Exactly. Well,
Mighty and righteous leader.
No, righteous, but
Yes.
he has his own...
His own
Worldly.
kilo.
Exactly.
Not spiritual.
Now, right now, this is under the Greek Orthodox. You can get close to it with the cable car, but the station is there. Then you have to walk around the 100 and something steps. I think 140 steps, if I'm not mistaken, in order for you to go inside the monastery. Now, going inside the monastery, you will see the place where Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. Okay, and the place where he got tempted, the first one, which is after the fasting.
The
After the
fasting.
fasting.
I always have that question in my mind, and I don't know why you don't have it in your mind. Maybe.
What is it?
But
What
the
is your-
question is, why Satan did not get close to Jesus within those 40 days? Why after the fasting? Why did Satan get close to Jesus after he finished?
Rega, let me think. After 40
Yes.
days only, nakon?
Yes,
Um,
let's think about it.
I think,
Because,
okay, I will give my one. You first, Tita. Go.
because as far as I understand,
Mm-hmm.
it is the weakest point in the body, and that's why.
Okay.
Come on,
Let's
we
see,
need more.
Yohanna.
For me, it's after 40 days because
The question is not because after 40 days. I'm asking, why did Satan did not get close to Jesus? Let's say in the first week, in the second week, in the third week, in the fourth week. Why did he wait till Jesus finished his fasting?
it's because for me,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
this is my idea only,
Okay, that's
just
fine.
my
Yes,
personal
That's
opinion.
fine, that's fine.
God, I mean the Father,
Yes.
you have the certain timeline, like everything have own reason and purpose. You get what I mean? Like it was all aligned to do like that. I mean, it's a story, it's a plan. Like like you remember when God told to Satan to go to Job and tempt Job, but
Exactly.
maybe this is
Yeah.
the time that when God the Father, I mean Abba himself, like, okay, this is
Yeah.
40 days. It's so hard to explain because God is God. Like, even though he's God, like a lot of people says that why he created Satan, like that, because
Yes.
he's control of everything.
Yes,
So for me,
but at the same time, Jesus came
Yeah.
here in order for him to teach us stuff,
correct.
right? So
Nahon.
everything that he does has a meaning.
Mhm.
For sure, always God knows everything.
Knows everything.
Always
yeah,
have a plan.
So I
Plan,
mean,
plan, plan.
for me, for short, maybe it's God's plan that for Satan, okay, after 40 days you come to Yeshua, to my son, to know that he is the son of the living God, and test him. Like, it's just my personal one.
That's your personal one. I
I
understand.
don't know.
Yeah.
The main meaning
Uh-huh.
is you have to fast in order for Satan not get close to you.
Okay.
It always was
Ah,
mentioned to us.
Fasting.
When you are fasting, you are much closer to
To
God,
God.
and much farther from
Satan. But Rega, I have a question.
Ask.
It's during fasting that I was like more tempted the most. You get what I
Mind.
mean?
Through our mind.
Or it's only through
Because
our
Satan
mind?
can only
but
attack our mind.
okay, you were more tempted.
Yeah, because
Right.
you know, when I was fasting, like, to tell you honestly the truth, when I was fasting, you don't drink water, you don't drink food. This
Okay.
is the time that your body is so weak. And to tell you honestly, when I was in Singapore and I was fasting, it seems like something is going to go inside me, or maybe it's just only in my mind.
No, because
I
the
don't
mind.
know.
But
Satan
let me ask
will
you
attack
something.
the mind.
Now, let me ask
The
you
only
something.
one.
Uh-huh.
Great.
Okay.
You said it. You were tempted. You
Yes.
wanted to do it. Did you do it?
No,
Why?
because I know that God is with me.
Thank you very much.
Amen.
Yes.
Question from all the prophets and everyone. If you want to
Yes.
do something right,
Mm-hmm.
you have
Pray and
to
fast.
fast.
Pray and
Because because I don't know, it's always happened to me that when I'm fasting, there's more struggle in my life than
More
ever.
struggle, but you control yourself.
Yes,
You
this is the
control.
thing. I control myself. Like, I was
Yes.
able to go through with it. You get what I mean?
Fast.
Fasting.
Prayer and fasting. Not
Yeah.
only fast, you need to pray.
Nahon.
You need wisdom. Divine wisdom from God.
So that's why Satan only comes to Yeshua after the fasting.
Finished.
Finish
Yeah.
fasting.
Yes.
Finish fast.
Because when we are fasting,
Na-
we are far away from evil and we are more closer to God.
God.
And that's the time that we have more power. Let's say like power to control ourselves, to be more closer to God.
100%
that
right. So
Yeah.
that is the teaching.
God- Wow,
I see.
amazing,
Thank you.
Taleb. Amazing.
So you are more closer. You hear more revelation.
Yeah, you hear more
If you-
revelation.
If you
hear
fast
more.
and pray.
You have so many things in mind.
Yes.
Yes.
And you get tempted.
Tempted. Yes.
But it's the same. I mean, okay, I just want to ask you
You just
something.
grow
It's the
more
same
deeper.
in Muslim when you fast during Ramadan?
Yes.
Nakon?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why, imagine one thing. It's very hot.
Nakon,
You
it's
see
very
the water.
hard. Yes.
You see the food. You smell
You
the
smell
food.
the food.
Wow.
I get it. So also during Ramadan, you feel the same, that you are more closer to God when you were fasting.
That's why
Yeah.
even the fasting, usually for us Muslims, when
Yes.
you say that you are fasting, it's not only about not entering the food.
Food.
and the
Yeah, I
You
get
You
it.
have to
Pray.
to close from
Secret.
saying lies, saying bad things, having bad thoughts,
Bad thoughts.
Bad things.
being
Yes.
bad.
Yes.
It's a control.
It's a control.
It's a process that you have to control yourself and
Yep.
see. Some people say no, and it's in order for you to feel for the poor people.
No.
No, poor people got food.
Okay.
I love Jericho, guys. You must visit Jericho.
This is the Tell of Jericho.
Tell Jericho.
This is the Tell Jericho. This is where the old city of Jericho used to be. This is where the walls used to be. Let's hope that the walls or the site is open. We're gonna be parking in a special place close to the. I'm gonna let you have
No.
traditional food. Just a minute. Just
Yep.
a minute. There is a special pastries that we always have with the special
really?
herbs.
But we have the very good guide. Baruch
We are
Hashem.
so special, Yohanna.
Yes.
Today, yes, you are.